welcome to episode 3 of my Road to Max progress series. We made a ton of progress in this video. It's been about a month since the last progress video. I'm hoping to come out with them like every 2 weeks or so. I've just been kind of super busy with school and whatnot. But anyways, we made a ton of progress. Hope you guys enjoy the series and we'll get the video started. So we don't have many clues this week, but we do have an easy clue. We got Bob's blue shirt, and the clue is worth a whopping 21k, and then a medium clue worth 31k. Nothing too special, but I figured I'd throw in some clues just for the heck of it. And a lot of the video, I did a lot of questing, so there's the murder mystery quest done, as well as King's Ransom quest. That one helped out a lot, 33k defense XP, and I could do the Knight's Training Grounds, which is huge. Got that done, and because I have 70 prayer, I can use piety, which is super helpful. I've been using that a lot for Slayer tasks and whatnot. And then here we get 88 HP on a Necrol task. Pretty sweet. Alright, so I missed the actual shot, but we just got 87 strength, and shortly after that, like a kill or two later, I got 87 defense, so nice to get those levels up. Pretty helpful. And then I went to Blast Furnace and got some smithing levels. I needed 75 smithing for the Hard Diaries, and I got to 73 and then just boosted for 75. And I also needed to get a Mithril Dragon kill, so that was my first ever Mithril Dragon kill. Completed that, as well as a Taibo Wana Trio quest. And then we got the Hard Diaries done for the Hard Diaries, which is super helpful. The main reason I wanted to get these done was so I could use the agility course and then just teleport to Camelot, which if you complete the Hard Diaries, it puts you right at the bank in Sears Village, which is super helpful for agility. I think you can get anywhere from 5 to 10k more XP per hour for agility, so that's why I got those done. Alright, so once I completed the Hard Diaries, I decided it was time to get my agility up. Here's 61 agility, and then I just skipped some levels, but here's 66 agility. For the Mauritania Hard Diaries, I needed to climb an obstacle that required 71 agility. So I decided to get that up, and unfortunately I don't have the clip, but I did complete the Mauritania Hard Diaries, which is super useful for barrows. So after I completed the Mauritania Hard Diaries, I decided that I wanted to go for the Falder Hard Diaries. I had some friends who we kind of felt like messing around with the mole boss, and potentially I'd like to get the mole pet. And in order to do that, it's a lot easier if you have the Falder Hard Diaries done. So one of the requirements was to get full Prospector, so I grinded out some mining and got the full Prospector outfit. Another requirement was to do one of the subquests for Recipe for Disaster, so I started Recipe for Disaster, and you'll see later I ended up completing the quest. I also did the Great Brain Robbery quest, and I purchased the Anchor, so that's kind of cool to have. And here's a clip of 61 crafting, which is a requirement for Lunar Diplomacy. I didn't get around to getting Lunar Diplomacy done for this progress video, but it's something I'll be completing in the future. So after I completed the Mauritania Hard Diaries, I decided it was finally time to do some barrows now that I can get 50% more runes. So the next few clips will be my barrow drops. I did do a couple barrows chests before I started this grind. I think I had done like 42 chests before. So I'll be showing you guys the drops I get, and with the goal of potentially getting all the barrows drops at the end. Before I started this, I thought to myself that I would just keep all the barrows items in my bank, but because I'm not an Iron Man, there's really no point, and I decided that I could put that money to better use if I sold the items. So I will be selling the items. However, I do have a tracker that will track all the items I've received through barrows, and I hope to get every item at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later. So here's our first item of the progress video, and it is Derek's plate legs. Not a bad drop, worth 1.2 mil, can't complain. So the next item we got in the chest was an Aram staff on chest count 63, which is slightly off because I started at about 42, so 20 chests in, I've gotten 2 items, Aram staff and Derek's plate legs. Alright, so this next chest is quite possibly the best chest I've ever gotten, and probably will ever get with my luck. I was pretty pumped when I got this one. but it's a double chest Guthan's War Spear and another Darox Plate Legs worth 2.2 mil. Can't complain at all. So this next clip I just put in here because it was funny. Somehow I managed to get 3.4k and no runes or items. I didn't know that was possible, but Jagex, come on. On chest count 84, we received another pair of Darox Plate Legs. That's 3 in this episode out of like 5 chests. That's kind of crazy, but I can't complain. They're worth 1.2 mil, so one of the better items to get. So unfortunately, I didn't get the clip of the actual chest opening, but I did receive a curl crossbow, which is another unique item. So here's an overview of the Barrows items we've gotten so far. I've gotten 3 Darox Plate Legs, 1 Guthan's War Spear, 1 Curl's Crossbow, and 1 Aram's Staff. So in 62 chests open, we've gotten 6 items, which is above the drop rate. Can't complain there, and we did receive 1 double chest, which is pretty cool. Alright, so here is Rat Catchers complete. I needed the quest for the Faldor Medium Diaries. It's kind of a pain because I needed to grow my kitten into a cat, so I had to like have my kitten sit there for 3 hours to grow. But I did complete the quest, and then here's the Faldor Medium Diaries complete. I basically just did these so I could do the Hard Diaries, but just something nice to get out of the way. So I then went on to grind some quests out for the Faldor Hard Diaries. I got the Lost Tribe quest done, Wanted done, Sea Slug, and Slug Menace. And Slug Menace is nice to have out of the way because I can finally wear proselyte armor, so that was much needed. I then decided it was time to do some thieving so that I could do the Grimtails quest, which I needed 58 thieving. So I got those levels. Here is 58 thieving, and to do Grimtails I also had to do Witch's House quest. So here's Witch's House quest, 4 quest points, which is kind of surprising for it not being too difficult of a quest. And then here is Grimtails. I kind of enjoyed this cutscene of chopping down the beanstalk. Yes, we did it. And then here is Grimtails quest complete. We got a bunch of XP and a bunch of different skills. We did receive 59 herb lore, you'll see in a second, and 179 quest points, so definitely nice to have. And we did get the Dwarven helmet, which was the requirement for the Faldor Hard Diaries. So here is Recipe for Disaster complete. You'll see the final boss fight here. This is a quest I've been wanting to get done for a while. I didn't have 175 quest points for a while. That's kind of what prevented me from completing this quest right away. But it's definitely a really nice one to get out of the way. I know a lot of people kind of consider Barrows gloves as kind of a recognition that you're not a noob at the game. So it's pretty nice to have this one out of the way and finally get some Barrows gloves. And I was kind of skeptical at first if Barrows gloves would even make a difference on my account. Would I even notice it? And after using them for a little while, I could definitely say that Barrows gloves are definitely worth getting. So here's me completing the final boss fight for Recipe for Disaster, and the quest is complete. So after completing the quest, I did need to buy my Barrows gloves. There goes 130k, well worth it, the best 130k I'll ever spend on my account, but I now officially have Barrows gloves. So I got a Greater Demons task, and I decided I might as well do Skatizo since I had all the pieces in my bank to do a kill for Skatizo, and I was really surprised at how high I was hitting on him. I do have the Arc Light, and I was on task, so I had my Slayer Helm bonus, so I decided to try tanking Skatizo with Piety, and I was actually able to do it successfully. I thought there was no way I could do it at my level. I thought I would have to be maxed to ever try that, but I was able to actually tank Skatizo pretty easily, and it's definitely something I think I'll be able to do in the future. I don't think it was lucky. It was a little difficult to get a few hits here at the end, but I did manage to tank him, and I got a cool drop that you'll see in a second. Okay, so here is the drop. 3 rune plate bodies, just kidding. I did get 3 rune plate bodies, but what I was actually excited about was the Dark Claw, which with 1,000 Slayer points allows you to recolor your Slayer helmet to kind of a light purple color, which is something sweet. Anytime you get a unique drop, I think it's pretty cool. So I got the Dark Claw drop from Skatizo. Now I just need the pet. So once I got the Dark Claw drop, I decided I should grind some Slayer so I can get 1,000 points to recolor my Slayer helmet, and I got a Black Mask drop, which is my second one of my account. So here are a couple more clips. I did get 89 HP on a cave horror task and reached total level 1675, which is definitely some good progress. I believe I was in the 1500s when I started this progress series, which is really encouraging. I'd like to get to 1750 soon so I can play on that world, as well as 84 Slayer, which means I'm one level away from Abyssal Demons, which is something I'm really excited about. And then here's just a screenshot, but I did hit 80 range as well, so definitely some good levels. Alright, so this brings us to the end of the video. I have my purple Slayer helm, feeling like a baller. Definitely proud of it. I've always kind of wanted a unique Slayer helm. I wasn't really sure what color, but this one definitely goes well with the cooking cape, so I'm proud of it. This is my fashion scape outfit. Doesn't really matter, not something I'd really wear normally, but I think it does look pretty dope. But here's a look at the stats. We did get some melee stats. We're real close to 88s in all of these. I think I'm going to continue to grind Slayer going into the next episode. I really want 85 Slayer for Abyssal Demons. It's always been a level I've kind of wanted, even as a kid. So I'm excited to get that, as well as I did hit 75 magic. I kind of skipped those levels, so I ended up just splashing to 75 magic, something I'd usually kind of frown upon. But I did really want Trident for barrels, so most of my barrels runs I actually was using Trident, which helps the process go a lot quicker. So that's definitely a good level to have, as well as I did hit 57 rune crafting. I did miss getting that on video. But we definitely made some good levels this progress video. We got 66 agility, 59 herblore, 58 thieving, as well as some others that I probably missed. But anyways, we're at 1677 total level with over 50 million XP, which is pretty awesome. I think I'm just going to continue to do Slayer and skill a little bit, as well as get some more quests out of the way. We're at 188 quest points, which is something honestly I never thought I'd reach. It's not like crazy high, but I've never been that big of a fan of questing. But now that I'm at 188, I do really want to get to 200 soon so that I can do Dragon Slayer Part 2 when that comes out, as well as get some of the requirements for that. For that, I'm going to need 70 crafting, as well as I believe 68 mining, and I might have the rest of the requirements. But that's definitely something I'm looking forward to, is doing that quest. And once we're at 200 quest points, we're really not that far away from Quest Cape, so I think I'll be doing more quests. We did a lot of quests in this episode. Not the most exciting thing, I'll admit, to watch, but it's definitely good progress. Getting the barrels, gloves, and whatnot is huge towards this account. So yeah, that kind of wraps up the summary of what we did this week and what I plan on kind of doing for the next progress video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully it won't be another month till the next video, but I know life's going to be a little crazy in these next couple weeks. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it. That way you guys know the second that these videos drop. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a good one.